I was sent this beautiful Cigar Humidor in exchange for my review. So I'm gonna, first of all, show you everything that you get. Then I'm gonna show you how to season this thing, because if you're new to this, you don't wanna just open this up and start putting your cigars inside. You need to season this first, and there's several ways to do it. I'm gonna show you the way that I like to do it. But if you want to look up other ways, there's a whole bunch of different ways. Everybody has a different take on that. So first of all, let me show you what you get. You get this gorgeous box. On the bottom of the box, there is a felt bottom, so it's very nice. You can set it on top of wood or anything that you like, and it's not going to damage it. You have this nice lip on the side, which makes it very easy to open up. There is a locking mechanism, so you can keep this locked up. You get 2 keys, and they come with these little dangly things. These look like handcuff keys to me. And so yes, you can lock it up. If you're using the lock though, it's kind of knacky. You have to make sure that you push the key all the way in before you turn it. Otherwise you'll be turning it and nothing happens. So I realize that. This does have a little window here in the top. Now you don't want to store cigars on that top level right there where it can get light. You want to only put the cigars there that are ready. So if you're getting ready, you know, to smoke a couple of them, you would put those in here, you know, maybe a day before. But for the most part, you want to keep it underneath this tray where there's a higher humidity level. It does come with this humidity reader right here. And to activate this, there's a little plastic tab in the back. You just remove that and it instantly turns on. Now inside of this, you get, well, first of all, when you open it, it smells really good because it is cedar. I love the smell of the wood. You get 4 of these panels, and these panels can be used to divide your cigars and sort them the way that you want so they don't roll around. These are magnetic, so there's magnets on the bottom, and you can stick these anywhere inside, and like seriously anywhere. They will stay upright and support your cigars. You also get this to add humidity to the humidor. Now the way this works is it comes with these little plastic beads. You're going to want to dump these inside of the tray and then add distilled water. Don't use regular water. You definitely want to use distilled water to prevent any kind of mold from growing inside. You add the distilled water to the beads, and then you put this on top. And this, you're just going to want to monitor this to make sure that the water level doesn't go too low, and keep your eyes on the humidity reader. Now the inside looks like this. That's with the trays magnetically stuck. So it looks like this. This will hold up to 120 cigars if you stack them on top of each other. That's a ton, way more than I'm ever gonna have to put in here. Now I'm gonna show you how I season this thing, and what you're gonna need to do that is distilled water and a brand new sponge. And before you do this, you're gonna wanna wash your hands. You don't want any impurities getting inside here, anything that might cause it to grow mold. You want to keep this as pure and clean as possible. So I've got a little bowl of distilled water right here and a brand new sponge that's never touched the dish, never touched anything. That's important. And I'm going to take that sponge and I'm going to wipe down everything in here that's wood. So I'm going to do this tray, I'm going to do the dividers, I'm going to do the walls inside, and I'm going to do the lip where this connects. So everything I'm going to go over with the sponge, and then we'll be right back. And as you're doing this process, you know that you've put enough water because the wood will actually change colors. You'll just see it instantly become darker. You can clearly see where it's wet and where it is not wet. Another thing you don't want to do is pour water in here. You don't want to have it, you don't want to have puddles inside because that can cause the wood to warp. Okay, now that we've got everything wiped down with the sponge, with distilled water, I'm going to put the beads in here, add some water, and I'm also going to be adding these humidifying boosters. You don't need to use these, but I do recommend them. This will work by itself, but when you're seasoning this, it helps to have a little extra boost of humidity. Now this device just sits inside, and just for now, I'm going to use these stabilizers, or I'm going to use these little walls to lock it in place so that if I pick this thing up, that's not going to slide around and potentially spill the water. So I'm going to trap it in there by surrounding it on 3 sides and then having this pressed up against the wall. Now I'm going to add these boosters, and For this size of a humidor, I'm going to use 2 of them because this will hold, like I said, 120 cigars, which is a ton. So I'm going to use 2 of these. These are 72%. And with these, you just take it out of the package here, and then you set it inside. Now you're going to close the lid, and you're going to leave this sit for at least 48 hours before you put anything into it, before you put any cigars in there. Some people even recommend leaving it like this for up to 2 weeks. I'm going to probably do several days before I put my cigars in here. And I'm also going to lock it so no one accidentally opens it if I'm out of the house. But so this thing is a beautiful piece of cigar kit, and I love it. I would highly recommend it.